I mean, this is like the hairiest suede ever. So when it comes to New Balance, they are very popular for their gray shoes. It's the color that's really associated with the brand. Personally though, I think New Balance does purple just as well as they do gray. In fact, some of my favorite pairs from the brand feature that color. And now we have another fantastic looking pair that comes heavy with the purple. My name is Josh, and in this video, I'll be reviewing the New Balance 990v4 Made in USA Purple Navy. So these released on the 29th of June for a retail price of $210, and in Europe it was 240 euros. And as of right now, there's still a full-size run available on New Balance for this shoe. I will leave a link to that in the description. And I was very much drawn to the shoe, well, because I love purple shoes. I can't hide it. And purple on a 990, it's pretty difficult to mess that up. Now this is the 990v4. We've actually seen quite a lot of V4s release over the last year, even though I would still say that it's a pretty underappreciated model from the brand. You could argue that V3s, V4s, and V5s all look kind of similar, but there are some differences with the 4, such as the tongue being very different on the 4s versus the 3s, and also you got much thinner laces on the 4s and 5s compared to the thicker laces on the 3s. And also the outsole of the V4s, you get a plastic piece in the middle here, whereas the V3s had carbon fiber. But let's talk about this pair right here. So this purple navy pair is part of Season 3 already of the Teddy Santis and New Balance collaboration on Made in USA. Season 3 seems to be a smaller round of sneakers. In total, there only seems to be 9 pairs. And the first round of releases, it seems like they went pretty heavy on this purple theme. You got this V4, you also had a very nice looking pair of V6s, one of the best and cleanest colorways we've seen so far. And we also had a 998 release as part of this round. I gotta say, I really like overall Season 3. All the pairs look great. I particularly have my eye on that beige colored V6 though, so I need to know ASAP whenever that drops. Getting back to this pair, so they've used a very deep shade of purple here that you see all over these suede panels, and there's a lot of it. In fact, there's very little color blocking on this shoe. Pretty much only the mesh panels of the shoe feature that navy color, but otherwise it's basically an all over purple shoe. You also have this hit of gray on the end logo, which is 3M. I feel like for this pair, I have to compare it with the raw amethyst pair that released last year, which is another purple 990 as part of Made in USA. And oh, by the way, this is my favorite pair to release so far from the Made in USA line. These two pairs are quite similar because they are a combination of purple and navy. In fact, it features the same navy on the mesh panels. And not only that, from a material point of view, both of these pairs feature that very hairy looking suede, which I'm a big fan of. It feels really nice, super soft. I feel like I own a premium product here. I wish they used this hairy suede on a lot more 990s. Also on the tongue of this purple navy pair, you get another soft suede, which is not as hairy, it's very smooth. But that is pretty unusual for a pair of 990v4s because you typically get mesh tongues with this model. Now in all of the product photos, I have to admit, I felt like the shoe was missing a little something, maybe missing a pop of color, because these are the standard laces that come with the pair. They come with the same purple color as the rest of the shoe. And it still does look good, but I think when you throw on the white laces, they just look infinitely better. And I feel New Balance kind of made a mistake by not using the white laces in the product photos. I feel like that contrast adds so much to the shoe. I would have liked it even better if we got some cream laces to match that bit of cream that you see on the midsole. I did swap out the cream laces from my Jound pair to throw it on here just to give you guys that look, because there are quite a few 990s that do come with cream laces. So in case you guys are thinking of doing a lace swap, it would probably be a good idea because cream laces do look great on these. That's just my opinion though. Let me know down in the comments, do you guys prefer the purple laces on these or do you like the white? On feet, these look really good, really interesting. It's definitely a conversation starter type of pair. In terms of comfort, I don't notice too much of a difference on feet between the V3s, the V4s, or the V5s. The first time I really noticed a big difference in comfort was with the V6s, which have that fuel cell midsole. But in the V4s, you do get that end cap midsole, which I'm also a big fan of. It's a perfect combination of stability as well as comfort. I do own a pair of V5s in the gray colorway, and I will say that the V5s do fit slightly wider in the toe area, so I find them marginally more comfortable. For sizing on these, I do fit true to size in all 990s. I know a lot of people say they go down half a size, but for me that never worked. I always felt like my toes were getting a bit squeezed in on the side. Do go to the store, try them on, or just go with your normal 990 size. You'll fit the same in this purple colorway. Overall, this pair, the purple navy 990v4, well, it obviously depends how much you like the color purple. So I gotta say, I really like these. The V4s are a really good looking model as well on feet. Honestly, if this Action Bronson 990 V6 didn't release in the exact same week as these, I wouldn't be thinking about whether or not I should keep these, because they do definitely hit you in the wallet. You can't pretend like these aren't expensive, but that's besides the point. It doesn't take away from the fact that these are really nice sneakers, especially if you had your eyes on the amethyst purple last year and you thought, hey, I'll cop them eventually, and then they ended up selling out and now it's just kind of too late. These are definitely a great alternative. I'm not sure if you really need both because they are quite similar. I would personally wear the same type of outfits with these shoes. Regardless though, these are fire, definitely one of my overall favorites from the Teddy Santis Made in USA collection. If this was the first time you watched one of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. The links to all my social media content can be found in the description, as well as my bi-weekly sneaker podcast, available on iTunes and Spotify. Make sure you check it out. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.